Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex, quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs, relativity theories, worlds getting small, grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep, gracing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold, brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
What's up, everybody? We are back. What has it been, like 20 days? 22 days, maybe? It has been quite a while. Actually, I think maybe like 12 days. I'm muted. No way, I'm not muted. Am I muted? I think people can hear me on Twitch-a-roonies. I think it should work. Jeff says I'm not muted.
My name is Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. 14 days. Sorry, 14 days since our last stream. 2 weeks. Wow, that's a while.
Oh, no.
I think it's one of the longest times we've been since streaming. What's up, Alistair? I missed that.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, you missed it. We're back, baby. Anyways, yes, I apologize. I was gone for 2 weeks there. I had to go to a wedding in Ireland. It was super fun. I posted some pictures for you guys along the way, I think. And look at that. We got our first raid. EV2iPod. What's up, Zach? My screen is weird.
That's dope.
Bruh.
Half the screen is horizontally chat. Oh, you are right, actually. Yeah, what happened here? That's new. One sec. Maybe I need to fix this. There we go. Okay, is that fixed? I think that's better. There we go. Yeah. What's up, Pen? Yes. Welcome. Thank you so much.
That's dope.
The golden hour of homework help has begun. Yeah, I don't know if people have homework help these days because we're kind of done. But
Oh, no.
Nebraska's got something in there. What is up, Penn Center? Holy shoot, I've been ban hammering folks for 2 years. Welcome back. You have been a mod for 2 years. Good to see you all. Yeah, thank you. Love. Absolutely love. Yes, welcome back. I was in Europe for 2 weeks. Well, like a week and some change, and then, I don't know, I got back and I was just like jet lagged.
Oh, no.
Like really badly jet lagged. I was like, there's no way I'm streaming until like Tuesday. And then, well, actually, yesterday I had to spend all day getting my car, one of my cars, kind of fixed. Just getting expensive. You did some work problems today. I still remember mechanics. Good job. I'm so proud of you for. Yeah, honestly, we need to get Zach learning more physics. Me learning more real analysis. I still have that book. I bought that book, Zach. It's just like sitting by my bedside. I haven't actually read it yet. Yeah. Discord sometimes fucks up Pineapple. Check it. You created partial errata for it. Nice. Grimaces and epsilons. Yeah, dude. I don't like the epsilon delta stuff. Anyways, let's see. Bunch of announcements. Let's go over some of them. Apologize, my voice is still kind of like, I think I got like sick coming back from Europe or something, but anyways, yes, Dr. Gold is back. Our first stream is today. Thank you again, everyone, for keeping the Discord mostly sane. I know we had like a couple fights that are happening here and there, but that's okay. It's all part of life. But yeah, I appreciate my mods and everyone keeping everyone mostly in line while I was out. But then, yeah, always as you know, you can always check the calendar for our updated schedule. We are going to stream the same days this week. I'm going to stream the same next week. But then after that, we're going to take a short break, just a 1-week break, because I'm going to start teaching at UCLA, a physics class. And then we're also going to be doing summer camp starting in July. So this week is normal. Next week is normal. Week after, I think I'm going to take off just because I got to prep for that UCLA class. And then the week after that, we'll have a whole new schedule for how we're going to be doing streaming. I'm going to talk to Zach. Zach's going to be organizing kind of a fun little study group. If you guys want to take my physics course like on the side, I'll make sure Zach gets access to like the homework and the textbook and stuff. And then all of the lectures will be streamed for free. So you get UCLA quality lectures all streamed for free throughout the summer. The only problem is like you just don't get credit for it. Unless you want to go spend $5,000, which please do not do that.
Oh no.
I feel kind of bad if people are spending $5,000 to take my class at UCLA, but whatever. That's what it is.
Nice.
Anyways. Yo, Kevin does chemistry.
Good job.
We were supposed to meet up, actually, right before I got back from Europe. I fucked up, dude. What's up, Rascals?
Could you delete my first question? I submitted the wrong question.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't seem like a 9 out of 10.
Okay,
No.
let's delete this first one.
I submitted
I got
the
you,
wrong one. Yeah.
What's up, I'm gonna delete it. Oh wait, I gotta say which one I'm deleting. Okay, that should be fixed. Yes, Kevin, dude, tell me next time you're coming down to LA. I'll be around. So my plan is I'm not traveling or doing anything for the next 2 weeks or next 2 months, sorry. Just because I have to teach. With the exception of I will be gone one weekend, but yeah, I'm in LA, so let me know. We should meet up, Kevin. Kevin, I'm down. Okay, fun stuff this week. We got a super stack lineup to start off June. First, we got the 16 trivia returning this Friday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. It's gonna be 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Mountain. So come on by. Zach has this awesome trivia game, and he's debuting season 2 on Friday. You may remember I'm the reigning champion from season 1.
That's dope.
It's me. So let's see if I can hold on to the title and also be champion for the start of season 2. This round is public. So you may have remembered, I think last month I hosted one of the rounds. We kind of did a fun little exhibition match to have Zach play his own game, which he also won. So if you want to, this round will be public. It's open to all students. So come on by on Friday. The link here is where Zach will be streaming it, and I think he's also going to be hosting it in his Discord VC, just for like latency issues. I think definitely towards the second round, it makes a lot of sense to be in the VC. But for the first rounds, yeah, it's you can just play through Twitch. It's pretty easy. But yeah, come by for that. Also on Friday, we'll do a VC this time. Nice. Yeah, I do need to add in Mountain Time. We have a chess tournament. If you like to play chess, we'll be doing chess games. So after 16, 4 hours later, at 6 o'clock. Again, all skill levels are welcome. It's kind of like a fun little round robin type tournament. At the end, we do a giveaway for a $10 gaming gift card And the amount of entries you get in the giveaway is dependent on how many games you played, how many games you win. So even if you lose all your games because you're not the best at chess, doesn't matter. You can still win the $10 gift card. It's happened a lot, actually. And if you're really good at chess, you have a better chance of winning it, but it's also really fun to just play. So come on by for that. To sign up for the tournament, make sure you join our Actual Education Chess Club. I think we just hit 50 members, which is kind of cool. So we're starting to kind of grow a community now on chess.com. So go join our chess club in the link there. And then an hour before the event starts, there's going to be a link for you to sign up for the tournament. So there you go. He's a bright guy, but Dr. Gold will always be an hour behind us. Yeah. Also, I saw some fun stuff happening. Penn Center is doing real analysis lessons twice a week. So if you're interested in learning some real analysis over the summer, make sure to go find out, go check out our friend Penn Center and find out when he's doing his events here. I need to watch one of yours, Penn Center. I think your first one was today then, right? I had to interview a bunch of clients for my new job, but I will try to make that for sure. But yeah, that's live on his channel there on Twitch, and then that's also going to be in the calendar. So if you're ever wondering when all these things are happening, we have a beautifully vibe-coded calendar that you can go look at. The website for that is actualofficehours.com, and then you just click here for streaming schedule. It is on the calendar.
Good job.
It is on the calendar, yes. So here's the beautiful vibe-coded calendar. No, Jeff, I didn't do it.
My name is Jeff.
So, yes, Penn Center is on here with his real analysis thing, and that's going to be... it was today, Tuesday, at 1 o'clock, my time. But then he's going to have it again on Thursday, and then it looks like he's also doing math homework help. So, yeah, we have an awesome... And look, and Justin's doing things on Saturday. I love to see this. And Eric's doing some stuff. Yes, beautiful. Nothing makes me happier than seeing this calendar get like more and more like filled with things. So, yeah, make sure you can go to that website, and that has the has the schedule for everyone's different events that are going on. Oh, that's cool. Mine actually. Wait. It does things when it hovers. Oh, I think. Oh, only if it's the one that's live. Okay. I don't know. I kind of vibe coded this, so it has features I don't know about yet. But yes, so go check that out. Lots of fun events. Also, if you want to get any updates that happen throughout the week, make sure to go join our Discord here. Links for that as well. Okay, cool. All right. That being said, we're gonna help out with homework questions as normal this week. So I know some students still have final exams coming up, and I want to be there to help you guys. So we'll be around. And we'll also be around next week, but then we'll be taking a break. So cool. Any questions, comment, whatever, just dump them in the chat. We'll talk and figure it out. And if you have a math or science question you want us to go over, please use the website actualofficehours.com, and you can just type your username in, drag in a screenshot, paste in whatever, hit upload. It'll get put into our wonderful queue, and then you'll be able to get your questions selected live here on the stream. Oh, that's another thing. I added in, so I talked with Microsoft, and I got all the billing situation fixed with them. We now also, I got credits back for AI stuff. So now on our Discord, if you submit anything into our homework help forum here, and if you give it the tag, so if you create a new post and you give it the unsolved tag here, the bot will go through and automatically give a nice little answer for it 6 hours after you submit it. So it's a cool little way for you to maybe like check your answers later. Also, anything that doesn't get answered during this office hour stream will automatically get answered by the bot as well in 6 hours. So I'm curious to see how it does on certain things. Okay. No, it's Microsoft Azure. It's fancy business stuff. Microsoft Azure, whatever this is, cloud computing. They give out grants, and they gave us a grant for $2,000 for just being a nonprofit, which is pretty dope. But the credits weren't working like last 2 months, and so I had to yell a lot, and eventually someone answered my email, and so we got them reinstated, and so now we're back to having that bot that helps solve questions. And yes, AI is a part of Azure. Yeah, you can run a bunch of different AI models through Azure, and I basically get API access and credits because we're a nonprofit. It's great. Anyways, okay. That being said, let's go help you guys out with some math and science, and let's start the stream. All right, welcome everyone to Actual Education Office Hours. My name's Dr. Gold. Stream that helps you with math homework, science homework, all sorts of fun stuff. Let's go live on TikTok. And let's see what we got. Connecting, good. All right. Then we just got 2 questions in the queue so far today. This happens over the summer too, because not many people have like class. They don't really need help. Which is why we will shift more towards like doing fun summer camp stuff. But I know some people still have finals this week, so I'll help out. All right. Let's see. So far, we got Lucky Cat and we got Breasticles. Breasticles, it didn't figure out what the difficulty of your thing is. There was an error on it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it might be because also when I submitted it, it doesn't actually have the like question part on it.
Oh, it's probably just really
because there's like there's a page break there, so then it's like the margin and then the like question underneath.
It's so funny.
So
it doesn't know what this is, I guess. I was trying to see
that, or it might have been like buggy with the other problem going first and then getting deleted.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
We'll see. Okay, let's go spin for a winner. See whose question we're gonna work on.
Let's go gambling!
Rascals, you right away, dude. Wow, you have one. Okay, you gotta explain to me like what the hell we're doing here, though. The Kaylee problem. So, Kaylee is also the name for like a competition in Canada, right? The Kaylee problems. I think it is.
I don't know. I lived in Colorado and now I live in Texas, so.
I don't know what those leaf people are.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about like.
I don't know nothing about
maple
those
syrup
leaf
contests.
Maple syrup contest.
Oh no.
Penn is a grader. I remember Penn does like grading for these contests. He does it for the Euclid one. Oh, cool. I don't know what the Euclid one was. Okay, inside interesting integrals. Where am I going? What page?
241.
Okay, right here?
Yeah, it's 6.4.
I mentioned Kaylee's problem in the text, but I didn't provide any details. It is the problem of computing how a uniform mass density linked chain, initially heaped over the edge of the table, falls from the table as it slides without friction over the edge. If x is the length of chain hanging over the edge at a time t, then the problem is to find the differential equation of motion. X is a function of t. Oh, so this is like, yeah, the chain is hanging over the side, but as it falls, like more of the chain is subject to gravity, so it accelerates quicker down. Is that what it is?
Yeah, kind of. It goes into more of the energy of it.
Oh, okay.
And the acceleration.
Okay, let's see. Stated without derivation that the equation of motion, where g's acceleration due to gravity, is ddt of x dot is equal to x double dot plus x dot squared. Oh, so this is just the chain rule right here. I think, yeah. In this dot notation, due to Newton, yes. Okay, cool. That's what I have to explain in this dot notation. This is a very common thing you see in physics, the dot notation. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, cool. Show that Kiefer's equation and Summerfield's equation are one of the same. I feel like we've done this one before. I'm starting to remember it. Or maybe,
I don't remember. Or I think we might have done like the first part and then not done the rest.
Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
Recall.
I'm pretty sure we did the first one. Let's do the second.
Yeah, I think we might have done the
We did
first
part A
one,
for
but
sure.
we-
I
Yeah.
remember doing part A. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
I
was
know
just
I've done this
showing how
one, but I don't
derivatives
know
work.
if we've done it as a whole, but I know for sure we didn't do like the end of it.
Yeah. Noticing that Kiefer's equation is first order differential equation of v squared. Use the same approach as to integrate Kiefer's equation to find v squared. Use x squared as a different. Okay, so where is Kiefer's? Okay. Okay, this is Kiefer's equation. This is his right here. Let's pull that in. So this is Kiefer's. And they want us to solve this as I think right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. And use x squared as an integrating factor. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is a pretty chill differential equation, right? Yeah, it's only first order.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not too bad. Just
That's
integrating
not,
factors.
it's not terrible. I believe what you do is you multiply everything by like e to the integral of, and then it's like something here. Is that what integrating factors is?
Yeah, that's integrating factors.
Oh, okay. And then I gotta figure out like what the integrating factor is. This is where I go to like Paul's math notes. Bless Paul. Integrating factors. Yes. Oh well, see now they've done an AI overview of Paul's. No, I want the OG stuff. I want the original. Paul AI, yeah, no, it's kind of terrible actually. Because by having them do that, the AI overview, it prevents people from actually clicking on Paul's thing. Because they're just like, fuck it, why do I need to click on Paul's thing? I can just look at what the AI said about it. But actually, maybe I want the AI thing, because I've usually there's like a blue box that just says how this works, and then we're cool. Okay.
I think you just passed it. It was
Did I?
PT.
Where was it?
Yeah, scroll slightly up. Mu of t slightly down.
Yeah, it's this, but then I forget
yeah.
like I need to see like what the P of t is.
I see the function multiplied in front of the
Yeah.
the second term right
In the
there.
second term, yeah. Okay. See, but now I need, yeah, this is where, like, actually, now I kind of want the AI overview because I don't have to scroll and, like, find that. So it's this, and then we multiply by this.
You multiply by that.
This on both sides. And then there's a cute little explanation for why this works. I mean, a lot of DiffEq feels kind of mechanical to me. Like, you're just learning a bunch of tricks for, like, different patterns that you notice. But then it's fun to go into the proofs and see, like, why they work. But if you're just trying to, like, pass differential equations, you just have to get good at pattern recognition for, like, what type of differential equation is this? And then, like, what technique do I use to solve it? First order linear. Yes, Peach. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, so this is like the dy dt, I guess, or in this case it's dy dx. And then plus g of x. Wait a minute. Wait, what?
Disqualified.
Oh no.
Wait.
G of x would be your forcing term, but you don't necessarily have to worry about that in the actual solving the differential equation, because you would multiply by that mu of t, but mu of t is gonna make it a product rule, so you can just integrate both sides.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay. But then where does the 2g come in though? Right, this is just a constant, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so P of t is the thing, but that's when, like, it's on the left. Oh, no, we got rid of it. Shit.
Bruh.
Oh, man, you made me fucking paste it again. No. Oh, man. Go. Technical difficulties today.
First day back,
Okay. It's the thing in front of the V, but it's usually on the left side, right? It's usually over here. So because it's on the right, it's actually like positive. It's not negative, yeah. So in this case, like P of T, I think is equal to 2 over X, right?
Yeah, and in this case, we'll also want to do a substitution. I just use W, but we'll want to substitute V squared, like a U sub, just because that's going to have a 2V, right? So 1/2 dW dV would be equal to V.
Okay, but we're trying to solve it for V squared. So can I just say that W is equal to V squared?
Yeah, that's what we'd do. We'd say V
okay.
squared, but we still need to worry about our whatever our dW dV is.
Oh, okay, because we're doing ddx is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, okay. So dw. Well, wait a minute. What? dw dx. Is that what I care about?
More dW dV, but inevitably it just becomes dW dx.
Why do I care about why do I care about dW dV?
To be honest, I might have just wrote that in there because I was just. I feel like I might have just.
I think you could just fucking leave it for now,
I
dude.
I
think you just leave it.
Yeah.
I think you just say like,
Yeah,
okay,
I think
fine.
you can.
Let's just let V squared equal W. Yeah, but I don't think we don't actually do dW/dV. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna say mu of, and then the key thing here is that like instead of like dt, everything's dx. So this is mu of x is equal to e to the integral of 2 over x dx. And then I don't know what the fuck the plus k is, but we're just gonna leave it. So, oh, that's fun. So this is e to the 2 integral of 1 over x dx. That's just ln of x. E to the 2 ln of x. Okay. Which is e to the ln of x squared, which is just equal to x squared. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I just multiply both sides by x squared. So this is my integrating factor. Brother, today is my paper. Pray for me. I'm going to pray for you, dude. You're going to do fantastic on your math exam, HS guy. I believe in you, dude. Okay. So we're going to multiply by x squared on both sides. So let's say x squared, let's say dw dx. And then I think I'm going to put this over to the right. And then this is plus 2x, which is e to the I to the tau. Wow. What is that? That center, dude. It's too funny. Okay. Yes. Okay, I see where this works. And then this is equal to 2g. And then this is the clever thing. We recognize that this is a chain rule. This is a product rule, sorry. This is a product rule. Of ddx of x squared times w, right? Because I would do the derivative of the first thing times the second, so that's 2x times w, plus the derivative of the second thing, dw dx, times the first. Wow, this is actually really cool. V-Heart April Fool's reference. I don't know that one, Pen. Okay, so we have ddx of x squared omega, or w, sorry, is equal to 2g. So then my last step is to like move this over, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we integrate. And so that gets me x squared w is equal to 2gx. Is that cool? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So omega, which is equal to v squared, is equal to 2g
no,
over x.
No, it's not.
Oh, I screwed something up?
Correct. You gotta multiply the x squared through to everything. So it
yeah, I
should
forgot
be,
on this side too.
yeah,
I forgot on this side.
x squared.
I did. I fucked up. Starting off the first stream of June with some clever mistakes here. Okay. Yes, this needs to also be multiplied by x squared. So Yes. So that's going to be x to the third over 3. Okay. Which, okay, now when I divide it by, I'm going to get 2/3 gx, right? Yes. Great. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so v squared is equal to 2/3 gx, and is that it? That's all we had to do?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could take the square root, but it doesn't matter.
No, they just wanted the expression for v squared. They said they wanted v squared. Okay, let's try it. Let me try the next part, because that actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It likes to like guide you through the
Yeah, this is like hand holding.
results.
I'm so happy with this. Dude, I love this. Dude, this next paragraph that's coming up is about to be great, though. Because I will agree. Like, this as a physics question is quite tough to talk about. Again, the classic question is you have something with a pulley, you have like a mass here, you have a mass here, and they want you to calculate like what the acceleration of the system is. And what you figured out was like, oh, cool, well, there's some mg pulling down here, and then like there's some tension here, but that tension's also fighting it from getting... The tension in the rope is dragging this thing kind of up, like preventing it from falling straight down. And then, but the tension's also responsible for moving this. And you can do like some Newton's laws, sum of forces, and you can figure out the acceleration of this. Where this question's getting tough is instead of this mass being the only mass that's pulling it down, they're having it so the entire thing is mass. And so as this falls, it pulls more mass with it over the edge to help it fall even more. So this is why it's a differential equation, because your acceleration is changing because the force of gravity is changing. And it's kind of cyclical. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So yes, from a physics point of view, this is kind of a tricky question, but so far all they've done for us here is given us a bunch of math expressions and told us to do strictly math things. Like we put on our math blinders and we say, okay, I'm just not going to look at the elephant in the room. I'm not going to look at like, this is really difficult to solve in physics. Let's just do it from a math perspective. And maybe everything will be okay. So it says, show that the chain falls with the constant acceleration 1/3 g. Interesting. Oh, so the chain falls with a constant... Okay, interesting. Why does it fall with a constant acceleration then? To me, I feel like it shouldn't fall with a constant acceleration because there's more mass that's subject to gravity.
I'd assume because it's frictionless, I guess.
I like to think about things in like extreme cases, right? So let's consider that you had a huge mass here, right, and a small mass here, right? And assume the limit where this mass is basically 0, right? Do you notice how the system has no acceleration at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Now assume the opposite. Assume this mass is huge, the one that's off the table, and this one is small. Well, now things would fall at the normal acceleration due to gravity as if this thing didn't exist, because what happens is the mass of this like prevents this from falling in free fall basically, and the mass of this keeps trying to get it to fall into free fall. So if it's a chain where as it's falling more mass is on this side of the pulley versus this side of the pulley, I would expect the acceleration to change and eventually approach that of free fall. I would expect, yeah. But it says the acceleration is constant. Okay, maybe the math will show us
Yeah, that's
it
what
is.
kind of...
Is that kind of buggy?
Yeah, that's...
It's kind of buggy.
A bit. It's just, I guess, I feel like it would come from the fact that we're considering it to be frictionless. Because if the entire chain, right, if the chain goes in motion,
Yeah.
then really the only thing that would cause it to not have a constant acceleration due to gravity would just be a
No.
force of
So
friction.
here's the beauty. Even if there is no friction here, the fact that there's still mass here, it will not fall in free fall.
True, yeah, true.
Right? If this is like M1, here we can do real quick, like just how the physics of this works, right? If this is M1, this is M2, right? So you have like M2G pulling down, you have tension pulling up, and then here you have just tension pulling to the right, nothing pulling to the left. And so if you do the sum of the forces for M1, that's just T is equal to M1 times A, right? And then for this one, sum of the forces, you have M2G minus T is equal to M2A. And then you assume that the accelerations are the same. And so you can add these two things together, right? And so that gets you M2G is equal to M1A plus M2A, right? So then A is equal to M2G over M1 plus M2, right? I think this is the key thing here, right? So this is the acceleration of the system. So if M2 is very large in comparison to M1, then M1 goes away. And you're just left with A is equal to G. And that makes sense. That's free fall. But if M1 is very large, and let's say M2 is insignificant, right? Then this acceleration goes to 0.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
this is where, to me, like the physics and the math like makes sense, and the extreme cases are cool. But we're saying with the chain, which to me is an exchange of mass from mass that's falling and mass that's not falling and mass that's falling. That's continuously changing. So that this ratio should be changing. So the acceleration should be changing. Unless I'm crazy.
Well, I guess my thought would be that the mass that's on the table is also already in motion. Right?
Sure.
If the entire chain is in motion, then the mass on the table is also in motion.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And it would continue in motion because there's no friction that's going to
Slow it
stop
down.
it from remaining in motion, I guess is my thought.
Yeah.
But it's...
I would just think
it gets interesting when it's a chain because you can think about it as like a bunch of segmented, discrete masses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, and then it wouldn't fall with a constant acceleration.
I think this will probably come up in like the second part of it. It's going to be like surprise.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that paragraph is. He's like,
It's like surprise,
it's great
bitch.
math, but there's been a lot of debate if it's good physics.
I'm debating it right now. Okay, so it says show that the chain follows with a constant acceleration. What's up, black hole? Arch. This isn't basic physics. It's the concepts are kind of basic physics, but the math is definitely not basic. Okay, constant acceleration would mean that I guess that dv dx is equal to 0, right? Because the position of the chain, as the position of the chain changes, then, well, okay, sorry, no. Okay, so acceleration is equal to dv dt, right? And I'm given an expression for v squared in terms of x. Okay, so do I take ddt of both sides? Is that what I do?
Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I did.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's do ddt of this, and then let's do ddt of this side. And then yes, this is a chain rule, right? So this becomes 2v dv dt.
But I actually did. I did it with the square root. So I took the square root and then recognized
then you did it?
that. Yeah, and since our acceleration is also d squared x dt squared, that way we can have something entirely in terms of x.
So this actually, this is not even in terms of x. So look at this. So if I do this with this chain rule, right? 2v dv dt, and then I do this and I get dx dt. Dx dt is v.
Oh, yeah, true.
So I have 2v dv dt is equal to 2/3 gv, and then this is the beauty. The v cancels out. And so yes, dv dt is equal to 1/3 g. Wow.
Yeah,
So interesting.
It's
The
a lot easier than what I did.
Yeah.
Oh
Made a
no.
bunch like a lot of square roots.
I trusted when they handheld and they said, "Yo, just solve for v squared, bro." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna just solve for v squared. Don't make me do any further." Thanks for the follow, Claire. Claire Sheep. Okay, so yeah, this is constant. That's cool. Again, I don't see the physics with it, but yeah. Use your result from B to calculate T, the time for a chain of length L to completely slide off the table. What was my result from part B? Okay. Okay, so V squared was equal to 2/3 GX, and then we said dV/dt was equal to 1/3 G. This is where I just want to use kinematics, but I guess kinematics only work when acceleration is constant, which it is constant. Yeah, I don't know why I want to use this. A length of chain L to completely slide off the table. And then what were they calling L here? Sorry. What was X? Sorry. If X is the length of the chain hanging over the edge. Oh, okay. So they're saying, how long does it take for X to go from 0 to L?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So what I did is, this time I think it's actually right to do dx dt and then the square root, and then you can just move it over and integrate.
I see. I'm still hesitant.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I still don't want to fucking do it. But you're probably right. Because David said this channel highlights how dumb I am. No, don't worry, dude.
Oh no.
I'm plenty retarded on this channel, dude. No, it's okay. You're not dumb. Don't feel bad for yourself, David. Just try to watch it and learn a little bit, you know? It's okay. Even though all the things here kind of look like really complicated as a whole, the pieces of things we do are actually quite simple. Or I shouldn't say quite simple, but are at least of lower grade levels that you should be able to like recognize and be like, oh, that's cool. That's why I learned this, because I end up having to use it later. Yeah, okay, so I guess I could take this and I could say this is dx dt squared, right? And that's okay, right? It's equal to 2/3 gx. And then I see you're saying I have to eventually integrate this from x equals 0 to L, right? In terms of dt.
Yeah, because if you took the square root, then it just becomes a separable differential equation.
Let's do it.
You can just integrate.
I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so now this is dx dt is equal to the square root of 2/3 g, and I'm going to put a square root of x there separately. Okay, I'm going to move that over, I'm going to move that over. So I'm going to get dx, and then this is going to be x to the negative 1/2 is equal to square root of 2/3 g dt. And then I'm going to integrate both sides. And then x is going to integrate from 0 to L. And then dt is going to integrate from 0 to, I don't know, like capital T, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they used.
Okay, cool. So this is not a bad integral, right? Raise the power, it's x to the positive 1/2, divide by the new power, divide by 1/2, it's 2. So you get 2 square root of L is equal to the square root of 2/3 g times big T. So now you square both sides, probably, right? Yeah.
I think that's all you need.
Oh wait, that's actually what I need. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
See, David, don't worry, dude. I'm dumb too, David. I fucked up. Okay, so 2 square root of 3GL all over 2 is equal to. No, sorry, G's on the bottom. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but then let's see where it gets tougher.
Oh Oh no.
Which I guarantee is the next part. This is actually a really fun question. I actually really like this question so far.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I think it's cool the way they talk about where there's all the debate about the physics.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, so it says, now in the interest of honesty, I have to tell you that while all your calculations and responses to the above equations represent good, solid math, Jeff's favorite,
My name is Jeff.
there has been much debate in recent years on whether or not it is good physics. I agree. I don't think it's good physics. The Cayley, Summerfield, and Kiefer analysis involve a failure of energy conservation when a chain slides off a table. This is actually quite easy to show. The chain's initial potential energy and kinetic energy are both zero. Yes, okay. Yes. The tabletop is our zero of reference. Yeah. And so the total energy is zero. When the chain has just finished sliding completely off the table, its speed is 2gl over 3. A result, yes, we came over across that. So its kinetic energy is this. And then the chain's center of mass is L over 2 above it. So its potential energy is that. Thus, at the completion of the fall, it's not equal to 0. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Yeah, okay, so here, let me illustrate real quick what they're talking about. So, because this is cool. This is yeah, conservation of energy, which is kind of like what we were doing here, right? So, at the beginning, you have and then let's have the chain just be like a block like this, right? This is chain. And what we're doing is we're calling this height equal to 0. Right? And so in this case, the potential energy is equal to 0, and the kinetic energy is also equal to 0. Because we assume it starts at rest, and it hasn't been moving. But then they say at the end, so once this chain has fallen off, here, so now at the end, now the chain has fallen off, and it does have a velocity, right? Because we can figure out this is the time it takes for it to fall off, and then if we plug that into, well, actually, no, we can plug that into here, actually, right? Because v squared is related to the position that has fallen off, right? So here, x is equal to L, so v is equal to the square root of 2gl all over 3. And then so kinetic energy would be equal to 1/2 the mass of this thing times this, which would be 2gl, well, okay, mv squared. So then this would be 1/2 2gl over 3. Cool, that would be the kinetic energy. And then, okay, so it has an increase in kinetic energy because it's falling down. The question is, has the increase in kinetic energy been perfectly balanced by the decrease in potential energy from the chain falling off? And I guess it doesn't work that way, right? Because here we can say that the center of mass of the chain is going to be located at the halfway point, and that halfway point is also half the length of the chain down, right? So this is L over 2 down, and then this is the center of mass for it. So the potential energy is going to be equal to negative mg L over 2. And so from here, this canceled, we got mgl over 3. So this is positive, this is negative, and so the net total energy is now a net negative. So somehow we lost energy. Yeah. Oh,
I think those should be L squared, because
yes,
the mass would be mu L.
Mass would be mu. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just put M in there. I guess that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, I see.
You're right. You're right, though. It should be mu L. Yeah. I don't think it matters, though. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Yes, so how is it dissipated? This is, in fact, the question that stimulated Kiefer to write his and other physicists have claimed that Cayley's falling chain does conserve energy. So for your last question here, assuming conservation of energy, show that the chain falls with the constant acceleration of 1/2 g, not 1/3. Oh. Okay. So I guess you have to switch up. What do I have to switch up here? I need. Well, is the time gonna be the same though?
I don't think so. I started by just
You got to change this though,
using
right?
straight. I just went with straight conservation of energy and started by saying right that the kinetic energy and potential energy would be equal to 0. That energy.
The summation of would be equal to 0, right?
Yeah, and then.
Oh, I see. So you said, well, so mu e will still be mgl over 2. So you could say like, if conserved, then v at like position L, I guess, right? V of L. Or what? Okay, well, first of all, sorry. Ke.
I just use straight up x.
Okay.
Given any time or
K-
any position.
Ke would have to equal mg. Oh, I see. You just left it as x.
Yeah, so Ke would be 1/2 mu x and then the x dt squared. And then potential energy would be the mgl. And then I just went through the.
Would it be mgl though? Sorry. It would be mg like L minus x over 2 though. Right, because you're talking about the proportion of the chain that is then below the height equals 0, h equals 0.
Oh yeah. Well, I wrote potential energy is mgl, and then that becomes a negative mu x g 1/2 x.
Okay. I see. Yeah. I think I can do it. Just saying that the final energy would need to be this, and then we just backwards integrate it or whatever. Probably, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So kinetic energy would need to be mg L over 2, which means that V at position L, so you need 1/2 mv squared to equal mg L over 2. So whatever, cancel. Okay, so V squared of L would need to be equal to GL. But I feel like I'm like wagging the dog at this point because it's just like, wait, what?
No, that makes sense because then you would take your derivative
Okay.
of velocity, and then you would get your 2 dv dt, or sorry, 2v dt dt.
Okay, 2v dv dt, yeah, is equal to what is this? G times v, I guess.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, and then what does that show?
That the acceleration would be 1/2 g because your v's would cancel, and then
Oh, yes, they
you'd bring over
would.
the 2, and then your acceleration would be.
Oh, okay, so now dv
G over
dt is equal to g over 2. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Very cool question there. Sick. That's a fun one.
Well done!
Nice. Where's my soundboard? Where's my sounds? Where are my sounds? Where are my sounds? Oh, man. One sec. Hold, please. Streaming. Background music. There we go. But has to download it. Excuse me. No. One sec. It's because I haven't streamed in forever. It doesn't know where this file is. You need help with it? We will help you with it. Sorry, I just gotta go find this file. It's bugging me. Where is... I have so many PNG files. Where is my audio files? MP3 files. Ooh, we're closer. Closer. No? Is it a wave? Can't be a wave. Okay, fine. Oh, I know where it is. It's on my desktop. There we go. Can't worry for a second there. Okay, there's my music. Like, I don't like the silence.
Oh no. Oh no.
I grew up with 5 sisters. There's always like noises in my house. If things are quiet, something's wrong. Okay, sorry. Nice, good question there. Let me go put that one into our Discord. So we'll mark that one as done. And then yeah, if you want to ever see any of the questions we do, everything gets put into this Discord form here. We worked 40 minutes on that question. I kind of wanted to, honestly, though. It was fun. And all we have is Lucky Cats, so I don't feel so bad burning 40 minutes on it.
Yeah.
And it was cool. There was a lot of cool parts to it. But okay.
It was a fun question.
It was. How have you been enjoying the other streams while I've been out, like Zach streams and Penn? Have you seen Penn Center's Real Analysis stream?
I don't think so. I'm mostly
I've seen you in Zach's every once in a while.
Seen Zach's, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've hopped into Penn's much.
Yeah. Penn, he just started it this week though. I think he literally just started it today. So if you're
I think I was asleep, to be honest.
Sleeping in the afternoon. What?
Well, so my professor was out of town. He was in Houston for something. I forget what it was.
Oh,
some
fucking
appointment
Houston
or something.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have class today or tomorrow, but it was like,
oh, when does school end for you?
I should use that to sleep in. Well, so it already ended. It ended in May, but I wanted to take summer courses.
Good for you.
So I'm taking
summer courses, cool.
Summer courses. Of course, luckily in air quotes for me, I've taken all the other courses that they offer over summer, so I have to take 2 graduate courses.
Oh, this is the one you got accepted into? You got accepted into the advanced differential equations?
Yeah, I was really expecting them to like question more. Like when I emailed them, I was expecting them to be like, "Oh, can we see your transcript?"
No, dude. They'll take your money. They'll take your money for the summer. Dude. They don't give a shit, dude. They'll take your money.
I emailed him, and he was just like, "Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can let you in even though you're an undergrad." And I walked in, and he's like, "Oh, so are you a junior? Are you a senior?" And I was like, "I'm going into my junior year." He's like, "Oh, you're going into your junior year?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I think he just assumed that I like knew nothing because he was like babying me through half of the course material. But he seems pretty cool.
But you're like,
yeah, he was like explaining, like he was like slowly going over how to like do a determinant, and I was like, dude, I don't know how to do a determinant. Like he was like going through how to expand the Wronski, and he was at 3x3. He's like, this is how you do the determinant expansion.
Wow. Because he probably feels bad. He feels like, he's like, oh no, what did I subject this kid to? But you're like, it's okay, bro.
I'm like, yeah. Language. Granted, in fairness, it ended up working out great for me because it's been a minute since I multiplied matrices, and I low-key, I was kind of rough on that. So when he like guided me through the matrices, and I was like, I'm not gonna say it, but that was helpful.
Yeah, I don't want to admit it. Oh, that's cool, dude. Nice. Well, I'm glad you got some challenging math finally to like take. I know you're getting kind of frustrated with, just undergrad stuff.
I mean, part of the frustration more with the undergrad stuff is that they just don't offer a lot. I think I'm like one of the only, if not the only, like undergrad in math there. At least that I've seen, or at least as
Who actually gives a
far
shit
as
about
I
math.
am. Yeah, and so like the problem is that the math department is like, yeah, we're not gonna,
we're not gonna shell out the
allocate-
resources for like one student.
yeah,
That's the issue. If you
Yeah,
were at like
to-
MIT or something, they'd be like, hell yeah, dude, like, yeah, let's do it.
some of
But
it,
that-
like I want to take differential geometry, and there's just not.
But that's
big
smart. That's
enough.
smart to take the graduate courses, and then also, I mean, it's kind of smart for you to take one over the summer because it's really intense over the summer. So if you can show that you can pass a graduate level math course during the summer, I think that really gives you a leg up to say, hey, I want to take more graduate classes during the regular school year, and they should basically say you can do it.
Well, and what worked really nice, Nat, and I didn't know this at the time when I signed up for it, but it works really great for me. What we have is a fast track program. So going into my junior year, I can put in an application and all that, and basically do my first year of graduate school at the same time as my senior year, so I can get that 6-year master's in 5 years
Oh, hell
rather
yeah, dude.
than doing the 6. And it turns out that my advanced IFEQ professor does a lot of the he's like a
Admissions
coordinator or something
stuff, or-
for that fast track program.
Nice.
And you only need like 2 professors to write you a letter of rec, and he was like, yeah, since you're already taking
one.
the course, I can do that for you. And then I've taken 2 other courses with another professor here.
Sick. That's dope. I will say, I always tell people, like, don't rush your way through like undergrad
To be able to get
Because
that fast track.
because it's a very cool part of your life. But in this case, you can 100% rush yourself through grad school. Like, fuck grad school.
Oh, 100%.
So
And what's cool
That's
too
what
is
you're
they told
effectively
me I
doing.
can take advanced IFEQ a second time in grad school for grad credit at the same time as like I just took it now. I'm taking it now for undergrad. He said that I can take it again for graduate credit.
But isn't it
Granted, I
the
don't
same
know if I
course
would-
though? Why would you need to take the same course?
Yeah, it's
again?
the same course. I don't know. I probably wouldn't take it again, but he
Yeah.
said that if I wanted to take it again, I could
just
get
wanted to
that
cheese
credit
it.
for
Yeah.
taking it twice. Yeah.
Yeah. Dope, dude. That's cool. Pineapple says, oh, you got it. Okay, yeah, Pineapple. Yeah, let's spin. I know you're the only person on the board, but I still like to spin.
Let's go gambling!
Fembox, Dr. G back in the chair. What's up, Fembox? Oh wow, Lucky Cat, look, you got selected. Oh, trig identities. Oh, I love these. These are fun. Someone was asking about these actually in my Discord earlier. They said they had a final exam on trig identities. Can we do the 7 out of 10 first? Sure. Is this the 7 out of 10? Or is the other one the 7 out of 10? Oh, this was the 7 out of 10. Oh, with the clock in the hands. Yes. Well, here, let me just do these ones first. The issue is that, yeah, once a question has been selected, I can't, like, select something else. Otherwise, it'll screw up posting it in Discord. Let's just do this one. It'll take 2 seconds. I got you. Don't worry. Okay. Prove the following identities. Make sure you show your steps with LSRS. I think that means, like, left side, right side. Okay, so this to me looks like a quadratic, but I wonder if I want that. But then, okay, I don't like sine of 2x. Sine of 2x is kind of a weird one. Hey Jay, I've been well. Thanks, Jay. Hope you're doing well as well, Jay. Are you enjoying your summer, Jay? Maybe I need an identity for sine of 2x. Prove the following identities. So interesting. What identities am I allowed to use to prove this identity? Because the double angle identity, sine of 2x requires something. I guess we could do everything back into e to the 2i pi, you know? Do everything in Euler form.
You could also, the left-hand side is just
It's a quadratic,
1 minus tangent squared, yeah.
Let's see. I want to see like what the primary identity is. These. Oh. Well, see, this is like literally what the thing is, though. That's like kind of cheating. Right, that's not like really too fun. Let's assume you at least get these identities, Lucky Cat. Because yes, Breasticles was right. I can take this and this, right? So I could say that 1 plus tangent squared minus 2 tan x. Well, in this case, 1 plus tangent squared is that secant squared? Yeah, right? I think it's secant squared of x.
Yeah, I meant that's a quadratic. That's 1 minus tangent, right? That whole thing squared.
Oh, you're so right.
And sometimes what's nice about like these, like prove the following as identities, is you can kind of work both sides to get it in something workable.
That looks like it. Yeah.
Maybe you could get that into.
Yeah, let's try that actually. You know, yeah, Breasticles is right. Yeah. So this looks
1
like
minus tan, and then work the right side to get 1 minus tan.
Yeah. So if I just like rewrite this in this order, this probably looks easier because this looks like a squared minus 2a plus 1, basically. And that's going to be a minus 1 squared. All quantities squared. So this is the same thing as tangent of x minus 1 squared. And then we're saying this is equal to 1 minus sine 2x over cosine squared of x. Sine 2x is the same as 2 sine x cosine x. So let's see, this is 2 sine x cosine x. And then that's all over cosine squared of x. Interesting. I don't know how I'm going to show that's tangent of x minus 1.
Oh, I see what you would do here. So, you could actually, you were right with the secant squared.
I think I was right with the secant, right? Yeah.
You could cancel a cosine, and then get
a secant.
Yeah, 2 sine over cosine, and then you would get a 1 over cosine squared, which would be secant squared, and then you just expand.
Yes. Okay, so if we combine this with this together, this is now secant squared of x minus 2 tangent of x is equal to all that. Or actually, here, I should. This is kind of the actual order of what's happening. Like my 7 out of 10 question. Yeah, apparently it's a 7 out of 10. Okay, so then yes, this I can now write as 1 over cosine squared of x minus 2. And then this is going to be sine of x over cosine of x. And then, yeah, bingo. This is going to be secant squared of x. And then this is going to be tangent of x. 2 tangent of x. Nice.
Good job.
So there you go. That one works for part A. Let me copy them down. That's the first one. This is interesting. The summon product ones. Like, what the hell is going on here? Cosine x plus y, cosine x minus y. How do you prove that? I think you probably need the trig, sum, and difference formulas, maybe? I guess we could use these.
Yeah, I think that's what I remember proving it before, and I think that's what you use.
And then what? I guess how you can eventually like prove these is to just put everything into Euler form.
Yeah, I'd assume
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
I don't think I've like explicitly like wrote out the proof for it, but yeah, I would go to Euler's form to prove that.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, it seems kind of cheating to be like, oh, prove that this equals this using some other obscure thing that we haven't really proven yet. There we go, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, e to the I x plus y is e to the I x times e to the I y. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so this is cosine x, cosine y, minus sine x, sine y for the first part. And then that's going to be plus cosine x, cosine y, plus sine x, sine y. Okay, so then the cool thing here is that these ones cancel. And then you're left with 1/2 times 2 cosine x, cosine y. Which, yeah, is just cosine x, cosine y. Nice. Okay, and then let's see what we got for part C. Bum, 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 bum. This, I think you want to do common denominators. So I would say this is cosine squared of x all over 1 plus sine of x cosine of x. Then this is going to be plus 1 plus sine of x squared over 1 plus sine x cosine x. Yeah, Jeff says that's a plus 1 over a. That is true. I think what happens here is, okay, so once I combine these, you're going to get cosine squared of x plus sine squared of x plus 2 sine of x plus 1 all over this kind of mess. And then cosine squared plus sine squared is 1. So this together is just 1. So then I'm going to get 2 plus 2 sine x. Oh, this is beautiful. I see how this works already. Over 1 plus sine of x times cosine of x. But now I can pull the 2 out of here. So you're going to get 2, 1 plus sine of x, all over 1 plus sine of x, cosine of x. These are going to cancel. And you're just going to get 2 over cosine of x, which is the same thing as 2 secant of x. Is that what we wanted? Yes, we did. Nice. Cool questions, Pineapple. I like those. Just convert everything to sines and cosines. Eventually it works out.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, Pineapple. I'll do your 7 out of 10 question, since I know you said you have a test coming up. Why'd I have to log in again? No? Excuse me. Okay, and then I think I can manually select yours. Yeah, there you go. Now I can manually select it. That only took 11 minutes, apparently. Lucky. You have 4 tests and 2 exams? What's the difference between a test and an exam? I feel like this is the same thing, no? Okay. Your sketch should be by hand. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. All this by hand sketching stuff. Okay, a clock has an hour hand that is 14 centimeters long. The clock centimeter is 2 meters above the ground. The clock is broken and takes 40 minutes as opposed to 60 minutes to complete one full cycle. The time on the clock right now is 3 a.m. Determine the equation of the sinusoidal function that would model this, assuming t equals 0. That represents 3 a.m. Show you to determine each part of each equation. You want to make it bigger? Yeah, I should. Yeah, my bad. Let me do that. Let me separate it out into two things. You're right, I really should. Okay. Good job, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Okay. I like that they picked 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is a nice hour because it's the horizontal hour. If they pick like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, just been mean. That one felt condescending. No, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
I like it, Jeff. It wasn't condescending. Okay. It's just condescending because I'm pretty sure I'm sick. All the travel and no sleep and jet lag will eventually catch up with you. Okay, this is 2 meters.
No, I think it's the beans and toast.
It could be the beans and toast.
Yeah, I think it was just you went loaf than like 1,000 miles of beans and toast.
Come to think of it, dude, I didn't eat any beans and toast when I was over there.
Oh no.
No, but I think it's just existing within like 1,000 miles of somewhere.
Oh, I see. I was in the
eats
vicinity
beans
of
and
it.
toast for breakfast. Yeah.
I was in the vicinity of it. He's not wrong. Okay. And then we said the clock hand is 14 centimeters, so that's 0.14 meters long. And the clock is broken, so we say that period is equal to... It is delicious, Fembox. Yeah, I agree. I like beans on toast. That's why I'm surprised I didn't have it. I never had it. I ate a lot of like potatoes and fish and chips and mushy peas. I didn't have any fucking beans. I had no baked beans in England. I'm a disgrace to my lineage. Shit on a shingle? Is that really what it's called? It's hilarious.
I mean, it sounds pretty accurate.
Sounds pretty
They
accurate.
don't even use like the real like American like Bush's baked beans, you know?
I think. Do they
Just,
not?
like, I don't know. I'd assume they don't. I feel like England just doesn't like flavor.
Oh, they like Heinz. They like Heinz. They use Heinz baked beans. That's what they use. Heinz. They love Heinz over there.
You got to use Bush's.
Bush's is
Fun
good.
fact: there's a professional cornhole league, and it's sponsored by Bush's baked beans.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, yeah. When I would eat baked beans as a child, it was always Bush's, but it was always the vegetarian one.
I thought beans were vegetarian. I guess
No,
they're
they usually
like
have usually a pork in them though. Look, Bush's baked beans. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What's up, Pullen? Yeah, so these are the original baked beans, right? But these usually always have some sort of meat in it. See, it says with bacon and brown sugar.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So the ones my family would always... So these are the British ones, by the way. The Heinz ones. These are the ones that they eat in England with the tomato sauce.
Yeah, like with tomato sauce is just like crazy.
But we
Gotta
would always
have
get
barbecue sauce.
we would always get the vegetarian ones. I think is what it was. Vegetarian. I don't know why, but it's just something. Yeah, this is the ones we get. Fuck, now I want some baked beans. I can't believe I had no baked beans when I was in England. I fucked up.
Oh
Okay, anyways, enough about beans. You guys are making me hungry. Alright, let's go back to this question. Okay. Cool. So the midline, that's the first thing you always want to determine. So I feel bad for Lucky Cat. Yeah, so the midline is equal to 2. The amplitude is going to be equal to 0.14, right? Because it goes from being 0.14 up to 0.14 down. The period is 40 minutes. And then And then, sorry, the equation. Are we just trying to model the height? Okay. I think we're modeling the height. And the height is starting at the midline. So that's where like the sinusoidal part is 0. And then it's going up, and then it's going down, and then it's coming back to 0. So that would be a sine function. Right? Because sine functions start at 0. This is like sine of x looks like. Right? Oh, you're so right. Yeah, sorry. A clock goes the other way, dude. I don't know why I thought a clock was going this way. Oh no. Send me to the glue factory, please. What's up, Hyde? Some real education. Some actual education. Yeah, clocks go clockwise. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about physics and how like torque is always counterclockwise. That's the problem. Okay. Yes, but Jeff is right.
My name is Jeff.
I need it to go down and then go up. So I could either shift sine by 180 degrees, or we could just say that this is like negative sine of x, which I think is okay. So I think the equation for this would be y is equal to negative 0.14 sine, and then this would be 2 pi over 40, because this middle term is always 2 pi over the period, and then it would be plus 2. Do you need me to do the sketching part? Do you know how to sketch this? It's kind of annoying to make you sketch it. Oh, times
forgot
t.
your X,
Oh
I
shit,
think.
not good.
Or, yeah, T.
I forgot my fucking t, dude. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And we'll do this one next. Right. And so if you needed to sketch it, like, okay, if your teacher's like really has a hard on for it, you just got to graph like what the midline is. So the midline, just to be pedantic, add minutes. Where do you want me to add minutes? Oh, okay. Oh, you mean underneath here? Yeah, sure. That's okay. We can do that. We can do that, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Okay. I would say that this is at 2. And then so this is not going to be really drawn to scale, but this would be 2 minus 0.14. So this would be 1.86. And then this one up here, this would be at 2.14. And then the graph would start at 2. And then eventually it would end again at 2. But that would happen after 40 minutes. So then you're just kind of drawing on like what a sine function is, right? So like halfway through you get another 0 point. So this would be at 20 minutes. And then this would end up being 10 minutes. So this is when the clock would be at 6 o'clock. This would be 9 o'clock. This would be midnight. And yeah, you just have something that looks like that. I think it's a proper way to draw it. Oh, they said the hour hand? Oh, fuck. Okay. I thought we were doing the minute hand this whole time. No, dude, they didn't do that to us. Well, it's okay. It just changes the period. So instead of, I think 5 strikes and you're out. Yeah. Send me off. All this time wasted. Oh man. That's a good one. It's a good one, Hyde. It's a good one. All this time wasted. Okay, so sorry. The period would be 40 minutes if it was the minute hand. But because this is the hour hand, we got to multiply that by 24, right? Yeah, what's the difference? Okay, so, I mean, maybe you guys don't really know. Here, let's get like a... Sorry, by 12. Yeah, sorry, not by 20. Dude, strike 5. I'm done. I'm done. I don't know what, dude. Yes, okay. I don't know. This is kind of becoming a rare thing, though, to have clock hands moving, right? I don't know if students know how to read clocks anymore. You know. But anyways, yeah. So this is how a clock moves. So every hour, that minute hand will do a complete revolution, and every 12 hours, the hour hand will do a complete revolution. It really is. Students don't even read military time. They do in Europe is all military time. Jonathan says, have you ever taken a practice SAT before? If so, what'd you get on the math section? Yeah, I mean, I took the actual SAT when I was in high school. I only got a 720 on it, to be honest. I didn't do the best on it. I could have done better, but at the time, all I needed to get into UT was to be the top 10% of my class, and I was top 3, so I was like, whatever. I didn't retake it. I think if I were to take it right now, I'm pretty sure I could get like close to an 800, maybe a 780. Anyways, Lucky Cat. So yeah, do you see how the hour hand moves much slower than the minute hand? That's the difference. You know, it'd be fun, Jonathan. I could do a practice SAT on a stream once. I think it would be fun. I wouldn't be able to interact much with chat because it being timed, it's pretty tricky. We need to bring back clocks and stop treating schools like casinos. Yeah, so in casinos, they hide all the clocks because they don't want people to know what time it is. Because then you lose track of how long you've been gambling, and you'll just keep gambling. We love gambling.
Let's go gambling!
Okay, so the period is actually not 40 minutes. So, alright, so period is equal to 40 minutes times 12. So that would be 4,800, sorry. 4,000, right? Yeah, I got that right? Yeah, 12 times 40. 4,800 minutes for the hour hand to do one revolution. Wait, did I do that wrong as well, Jeff?
Should be 400.
480, yeah, sorry. Dude, I'm done. I'm fucking done, dude. No. No more math today. Thank you. I put an extra 0 on there. Okay, cool. 480. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So we just gotta switch these up a little bit. That's okay. So this would be 480 minutes. This would be. Wait, what do you mean it can't be right? What?
He sent that before he fixed it.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Because what? There's I always know there's 86,400 seconds in a day. That's always the cool one to know. I'm fine now. Am I fine, Jeff?
My name is Jeff.
I don't think I am. Is there like a satellite or some kind of server that changes time when you go from West Coast to East Coast? There are the atomic clock, like the little satellite things. Yeah, that'd be cool, Jonathan, right? Yeah, if I just time myself just doing the live and like no distractions. Time zones are determined arbitrarily. They are kind of determined, you know, because the interesting thing, do you know how many time zones China has? Give you a hint. They love this number. It has 1.
Probably just 1.
Yeah, but
China, if government doesn't have control over everything, it's not really China.
But the amount of time zones that China actually, like in terms of UTC time zones, it crosses like, what is this 5? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 different time zones. So in theory, China should have 5, but it only has 1 time zone. So what ends up happening is some people go to work in absolute pitch dark, and some people go to bed, I guess, when it's like daylight out, or I think they just locally just adjust like their lives, right? I don't know. This is, dude, 5 time zones is a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like their government doesn't really care if that caused problems for their people.
Yeah, I guess so. They're just like,
You know?
I mean, honestly, they just probably
I mean,
just don't give a fuck about people in UTC 5. That's probably what it really is.
Probably.
Wait. France has 14 time zones? Excuse me?
I don't believe that.
No, it does. 12. 12 apparently.
There's no way. How do they fit?
Why?
How do they fit that?
Oh, because it's because of the French territories. No, dude. No. My God. Yes. Okay. Here was me and Brescals thinking that like mainland France had one.
Yeah, I was like,
12 time
there's no
zones.
way they're like fitting
absolutely
14
no
in there.
off.
I was like, because France is smaller than Texas, and Texas only has 2.
Does it? Sorry. Where does Texas change? I thought Texas is all central. Does it?
No, I think
In El Paso? Does it change to
yeah, I forget exactly
Pacific?
where it changes, but there's 2 somewhere.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because I know Colorado as a whole is mountain time, and there.
Oh,
are
El Paso
parts
is
of
mountain.
Colorado
Yeah,
that
okay,
would-
okay.
That would cross over Texas.
Yeah. Pineapple, does that make sense for us doing your first question? Sorry, we kind of like struggled a little bit through it, but hopefully that makes sense a little bit with like how the clocks work and why the hour hand takes 12 times those 40 minutes to go in one revolution. Okay, good. All right. Let's see the next one. A person who was listening to a siren. Ooh, is this a Doppler shift?
Good job.
I'll be doing Doppler shift here. This is physics. Was listening to a siren reported that the frequency of sound fluctuated with time. The minimum frequency they heard was 500. The maximum was 1,000. The maximum occurred at 0 and 15 seconds. They also recorded in 15 seconds that she heard a maximum frequency 6 times. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Determine how you did it. Sure. Okay. So if the min is equal to 500 and the max is equal to 1,000, that means the midline is equal to 750, and then the amplitude is equal to 250. If we want to talk about period, so period is equal to the time for like one revolution. But here what we have is that the maximum was heard 6 times between 15 seconds. Interesting. Okay. So wait, if it was heard twice, that's 1 period. If it's heard 3 times, that's 2 periods. So 6 times is 5 periods, I guess. You can graph this if you want to like kind of see what would happen. Let's just like say it was like this. I don't know. So if you hear the max twice, you've heard 1 period of a cosine. If you hear it 3 times, notice how this is 2 periods or yeah, 3, right? 4. So it's always it's 1 minus the number of peaks you hear. So so that's 5 oscillations in 15 seconds, which means that 1 oscillation is equal to 3 seconds. If you have time left, would you draw the siren wave itself? Oh man, I know what you're saying. Oh, that would take forever, dude. No, I don't want to do that. I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so whatever. This is equal to. This is 15 over 5, which is equal to 3 seconds. Okay, so now you can just graph this, right? You can just say, okay, so y is equal to. Be able to. So you're gonna say 250 cosine of 2 pi over 3 seconds t plus 750. I thought you have too much time on your hands. I used to wear multiple watches when I was in like college and like high school, and I was being edgy. And people would always say like, why do you have like 2 watches on your hands? I'd be like, I have too much time. I have too much time on my hands. It's a good joke there. Hyde. I like that one. I have used that one before, yeah. Dun, dun. Plus 750, not 775. That's a flex, right? I don't know if having too much time on your hands is a flex. Sometimes, like, it means, like, you're not keeping yourself busy. If you have too much time on your hands.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of just, like, describes unemployment.
Yeah, or just, like, I don't know. NEETs, right? What's it called? NEETs, not in employment, education, or training. The people that refuse to be wages, they're called wages. The joke is also a reference to the band Styx. Wow, that's a deep cut. I don't think anybody knows.
I haven't heard of them in years.
Yeah, that's an old band. That's from the 80s now.
Like the old Christian rock band.
Wait, they were Christian rock?
I think so. They weren't. They were. Yeah, they did To Hell with the Devil, right?
To hell with the devil. I don't know
No,
any.
that might be Striper.
I don't know any songs by
I know
Styx.
I know Styx, but or at least I've heard of them. But it's been a long time.
It's been a long time without you, my friend. But I'll see you when I see you, when I see you again. Or something. It's the Paul Walker song. Rest in peace, don't drive the Carrera GT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there you go. This is what it would be like. And this is a graph of the frequency, not a graph of the actual sound.
Yeah, I was thinking Striper when I said Christian rock.
Striper. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've heard Styx too. It's just been a very long
Not
time.
Christian as far as I know. Oh, Styx did Mr. Roboto? Really? Oh, that's cool. I should know that. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo. There you go. 3, 6, 9. Damn good. 5. That's another classic. And then you go. I don't know. I fucked up on this. Okay, cool. There you go, Pineapple. Hope that makes sense. Can you calculate when Bitcoin will go back up? I know. Bitcoin is on sale right now. Bitcoin is on sale. Oh, sorry. I never actually sent you the screenshot. Oh, I'm so bad. One sec. Sorry. This is me getting used to streaming again. This is what happens when I don't stream for 2 weeks. I forget like what my flow was. Sorry. Let me put these in for you guys. BTC is up. I mean, BTC is up. BTC is down. You know, it just depends what time of the day you're looking at it. But I think in general, Bitcoin is hurting right now. I don't know why. You think it'd be doing well with all the uncertainty in the world. Usually people start leaning towards things that they think are supposed to be stable and decentralized. But it turns out...
To be
Bitcoin's
fair,
hurting.
I think like Bitcoin blew up mostly because of the illegal sale of drugs. So, you know.
So people aren't buying drugs anymore? So what's happening?
Well, I think a lot of like when Bitcoin blew up was since it was decentralized, there was no like trace of it. It was used a lot on like the
Yeah, Silk
the
Road,
Silk Road
Alpha
and other
Market.
sites to
What were the other
be
ones? There were
able
so
to
many of them.
to buy it. But that was, I feel like, more like early 2000s when it wasn't like you just go to the corner store and ask that sketchy dude that's just kind of loitering there if he's got
You can
drugs
literally
on
like
him,
just
you know?
in California, dude. You can literally just go down to like the coffee shop down here and just buy mushrooms. It's like I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I feel like that was when like Bitcoin was really like peak,
Yeah.
and then people took it as like an investment option, and then
Then they realized
now
that
it
wait,
just
it's not being used for buying drugs anymore. What is
yeah.
Bitcoin?
Well, I feel like just as like it's at this point it's so expensive that no one's gonna buy Bitcoin
Yeah.
really.
Bitcoin is pretty far down. This is the 5-day forecast. Yeah, from 74 down to 66. Not looking good on the 1 month. Had better days in the 6 month. Yeah, the painful thing is when it was up at like 120, I think. Yeah, in fall of last year. I know people that held it from 60 up. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to tell. Looks like, we had a little bump here, then everything was down, then it went up. Trying to predict these trends and stuff is kind of a fun thing that mathematicians can do. What's the name of that math guy that was the first one to predict the stock market with models?
I know it's the black. I know the Black-Scholes equation. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, some dude.
But I know
it's like
Black-Scholes
Benoit
gets
or
used a lot.
something. Math guy, first stock market model. I think he was doing that. Was it Benoit? Well, I know Jim Simons, right? Of course, yeah. Jim Simons is also a very cool dude. He's a math guy. Yes, made a ton of money, and now he has a really big. Oh, he's dead. Oh no.
Disqualified.
Oh damn, that sucks. What? He died? Oh, he was a very cool guy, Jim Simons. He was known as the Quant. Anyways, there are a bunch of cool math people that figured out a lot of the stock market stuff with math. He died for knowing too much. Yeah, just like all these random scientists that end up, just disappearing. Okay, let's see. I still have some time left. Looks like we got do breasticles with the 2 out of 10 question.
Yeah, I don't know if actually 2 out of 10. I just threw
Actually, the 4 out of 10.
Maybe it was
Yes.
empty.
Let's spin. Let's see who's gonna win.
Let's go gambling.
Breasticles again. Let's see what you got. Draw a free body diagram for Ross Chastain's 2022 wall ride. What is that? What?
I was in NASCAR. It was awesome when it happened. I didn't want to do work in my honors physics class that day, and my teacher loved to go.
Oh, is this the guy who said like, I'm not stopping till I see the checker flag or see God?
Yeah, I think so. He was like on the edge, and he realized, he was like, yeah, there's no way in hell that I'm like qualifying if I don't like pull something out my ass right now.
Yeah.
So he went up to the right to the wall and just floored it along the wall.
Yeah. And they made this illegal after this happened, right?
Yeah, and I remember seeing it happen, and I didn't want to do physics. So my teacher, I knew he went on tangents a lot, so I asked him. I was like, "Oh, did you see the wall ride in NASCAR?" And he's like, "Huh? What do you mean?" And he looked it up in class, and then spent like half the class just talking about like
This is such a good video.
gravitational motion.
You need it. You gotta need to. Oh man, he just rides it the whole time. Keep coming, hang on, man. Dude.
Oh my God, coming to the checkered flag. I can't believe what I just saw. Talk to me, boys.
Oh, that's crazy. Anyways, okay. The free body diagram for it.
Yeah.
I would. I guess. All right, we kind of do that. We can do like a top view. Right, there's gonna be a top view of what's happening. Ride the wall, dude. Or actually, I guess here we could look at it from the side. Yeah. So we look at Mr. Chastain here. That's why they bank highway on ramps. Yeah. Oh, you want to do it with it being banked? I guess we could. That would make it even more hard. It's even trickier.
I don't know. I just thought of it. Top of my head. Like 15 seconds. So I don't think it's matters.
It's not
really.
supposed to be super crazy, but yeah, no, there's a force of gravity this way. And then the cool thing is that there is a normal force acting both from the wall onto Mr. Chastain, pushing him in, and there's also the normal force from the ground acting up. And this is actually what is responsible for the centripetal motion. So for the centripetal acceleration. So if this guy is moving around on the top view in a circle, then there always needs to be some sort of acceleration that's keeping him on a circular path. And by Newton's laws, right? If you have forces, you'll have accelerations. So if I need to have an acceleration that's pointing like inwards, I also need a force that points inwards. And so that ends up being the wall pushing on him. What's up, Star Prod? They have carnival rides like this. They do. Yeah. The classic one they do is, and I don't know if they do this anymore, but you would be in one of these like spinning discs, and then they drop the floor from underneath you, and then you somehow stay. Let's see if we can find a video of that actually real quick, because that's actually kind of cool. And then Equity, I'll do your question. Don't worry. What's it called? It's like carnival.
I feel like it's always like the spaceship rides. They're like shaped like a spaceship.
Spaceship ride floor gone. I don't know, something like this. Okay, these maybe. This is what they're called. Is it kind of like this? Carnival rides in the 90s gave no fucks about safety.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
It's called the Gravitron. Let's see. That's cool. Oh, I see. But it wouldn't actually... Okay, so I used to think that it would literally drop the floor from underneath you. I see. It just drops like the support. Sorry, I don't know if this is popping up. Ugh. Dude, fuck you, Reddit. I hate how, like, in Reddit, if you want to, like, view an image, it still won't, like, let you just view the image. They still force this website thing around it. Can I just like tell it to like just give me the image though? No. No, it won't do that. Okay, so I think that's what happens is like this black part of the floor kind of runs out. Is that what happens?
I think it just slides the things up. I think they just have hydraulics that like pushes the seat up, if I remember correctly.
I've been on this thing multiple times, barfing memories. One sec, I want like a Gravitron video of this. I need. I've never been on one of these. It's cool that they call it this. Yeah, what's it? Gravitron. There we go.
Why are these people stuck to the wall like this?
I see. Oh, I see.
They're not glued there. This is a ride called the Gravitron.
So you do move up a little bit.
The force pushes your body outward. That's centripetal force. Here's the crazy part. On this ride, you feel almost 3 times heavier. Like your body just tripled the weight. It's the same trick that keeps water inside a bucket.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I know how the effect works. I was just wondering practically how it works. But I mean, how they usually describe this is you have person and they're on some sort of thing like this. It's a centrifugal force. Yeah, I forget. One of them isn't real. It's like centripetal acceleration. Centripetal forces aren't real. Like one of them is like it's like an apparent force you feel just from the motion. I forget which one it was. But
I know it's the one that like points out. I just don't remember what the name for it is.
yeah, centrifugal is frictional. Yeah. Well, I mean, so if you are in a car, let's say, right, and the car's like moving around in a circle, as you're turning, you end up feeling like you're getting pushed out of the car. Like if you turn to the left, you're going to feel like your body's getting pushed out to the right. Really what's happening is your reference frame is changing. Your body wants to keep going straight, which is technically to the right when you start moving to the left. But that's not a force. That's an apparent force just due to the motion and the change of your reference frame. So, for instance, yeah, if you're here in the car and then you start moving straight, yeah, it's similar to like a G-force, yeah, for sure. But then, right, if the car is moving now in this direction, your body wanted to keep going this way, which means it wanted to like keep going like against the side of the car. So that's why it feels like when you're going around in a circle that you're getting pushed outwards. In reality, what's happening is that the surface here, your seat or the wall, is providing a normal force that is equal to mv squared over r. So this is equal to ma centripetal acceleration. And so this force is like the restoring force that keeps an object moving in a circular motion. And how heavy you feel is always directly related to the normal force. It's like how heavy the surface is pushing on you. It's also the same thing that a scale measures. So if you're ever like sitting on a scale or standing on a scale or whatever, whatever this scale reads, it doesn't read how much your mass is. It doesn't read the force of gravity pushing down on you. It reads the amount of normal force that the ground is pushing up on you. So that's why, for instance, if you were to like push yourself down, if someone were to push you down a little bit, this would end up reading higher. Or also the classic one is if you're in an elevator and if the elevator is accelerating upwards, you end up feeling heavier because your force of gravity is always constant, but now you need a higher normal force than the normal force of gravity in order to provide a net acceleration upwards. Yeah, during normal driving, your speed is pretty constant, no net force. Yeah, except if you're but if you're driving in a circle, you will feel your speed can be constant, but your velocity is changing because velocity is speed plus direction. So even if you're doing a constant like 60 miles an hour, because your direction is constantly changing, you are going to feel a force. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like your acceleration on a roller coaster would still be a lot more, or at least you're like changing acceleration.
Not changing
Like
acceleration. You're changing velocity.
Well, yeah, true, but like when you're you hit like a turn on a roller coaster, it's more just kind of like you're smacking a wall or a rail rather than a.
That's also because
car, which is kind of
the radius, right? The radius of your bank is so small, right? So
yeah, exactly.
that normal force is mv squared over r. So yeah, if this is very small, if your radius of curvature is small, then yeah, you're gonna feel like a super high force. Piezoelectric cells convert force into electricity, hence reading standard weighing machine. Yes, but I believe those piezoelectric cells, Mad Cheese Chessie, I think they're still reading the force from the ground. I want to say they are, because I know if you take like a scale and you put it in an escalator or an elevator, sorry, put it in an escalator. I don't know what happened there. If the elevator accelerates upwards, it'll read heavier, and so that can't be from you pushing you, because you push down the same amount of force no matter what acceleration reference frame you're in, but the ground will push different forces on you based on whatever the acceleration is. Anyways, with the gravitron, what happens is because you're going around in a circle, you have centripetal acceleration like pointing in towards the center, and that means there's a normal force from the wall pushing on you, and because of that, there's now friction in the up direction that can combat the force of gravity trying to pull you down. Yeah. Not in an elevator, yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's cool. I like NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's fun and dumb to watch. It's great. Let me have about Equity's question. Last question, just to wrap up the stream. You're teaching mass can't be 0, only weight could be. Mass could be 0, but scales don't measure mass. Scales measure weight. You can infer mass from weight if you know what the acceleration due to gravity is. All right, let's choose a winner. I think it's gonna be you, Equity.
Let's go gambling.
I have a hunch. I have a hunch it's gonna be you.
Nah, Shadow Man.
There you go. All right, Equity, see what you got. Ooh. Probably won't be back for Ian. Okay, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Thanks for coming by, Jeff. You worked this one out? Okay, let's see. In the triangle ABC, the right angle is at C. Wait, are there two separate questions here? I think these are two different questions, right? In triangle ABC. Oh, it's two different ones. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I think they're separate.
Okay. All right, this is 10. This is 17. And AC is 21. I think that's a 3, 4, 5, no? Is that one of the special ones? 10, 17, 21? Is it? Or they're called Pythagorean triples,
I
right?
don't think so.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's not.
It might be a
You're
Pythagorean.
not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not
It's
that
definitely
guy.
not the 3, 4, 5.
There's 8, 5, 17.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Okay, that's what I saw like the 17. I was like, oh, it's got to be it. Okay. If the altitude from B to AC intersects AC at a point D, what is the length of BD? Oh, that's cool. What's up, Equity? What class is this for? Seems like kind of like some fun little. Yeah, it's not a right triangle. Yeah, I could have done the Pythagorean theorem and figured out it wasn't a right triangle. Well, but if it's an altitude, I know this is a right triangle, right? And I know this is a right triangle. So. I feel like I want to use like law of sines. It's like always what I end up doing eventually. Oh, why is a Q up there? Go away, Q. Okay, if I call this X and I call this Y, and then this is like 21 minus X, right? Or actually, no, let me call it this one. We'll call this Y. I'm going to call this X. Call this 21 minus X, right? Now this is a right triangle, right? So I know X squared plus Y squared is equal to 17 squared from this one. And then I know here that 21 minus X squared plus Y squared. It says easy is equal to 10 squared. Let's see, is there any other like conditions that have to be true?
I
for
think
this?
you could use your Pythagorean triples actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, because if you think there's a right triangle on the BCD triangle, and then your
Yeah.
hypotenuse would be 17.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to
Which
think about
is,
this one, which is the 8, 15, 17.
Yeah, so I think it
So-
would be a Pythagorean triple.
Okay, so let's so 8, 15, 17, but I need this one to be less than 10 because it's not the hypotenuse, right? So that tells me this must be 8, right?
Yeah.
So y equals 8, x equals 15. And then, yeah, this is 21 minus x. Oh, so that's great, yeah. Because that's 6. And then this would be 8. That's a 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right? Oh, that's cute. That's super cute. Yeah. So this is, you know, and I talk about this actually in my TikTok videos I have on this. If you ever go to my TikTok, it's one of the videos I have. It's called like how to speed run the SAT, right? And like equations.
Absolutely OP math.
Some like I call them like OP math weapons you need to know for the SAT. And one of them is Pythagorean triples. They love shit with Pythagorean triples. Can I skip ahead in this? Oh, I can skip ahead. Where's my skip ahead button? Oh, there it is. Ooh, found it. Oh, because it's in white. Yeah, so I talk about the 30, 60, 90 triangles are really good to know. But then these are also really good. I talk about all the Pythagorean triples for the SAT. They love shit with the Pythagorean triples. So go check that out. So yeah, okay. So for that one, the length of BD is equal to 8. I want to think, like, how would you do it if you didn't know Pythagorean triples? I guess you could solve this, right? From this, right? Couldn't you subtract these two?
I think so. I guess you could. I feel like since they're both Pythagorean triples, I feel like the question is just to memorize your Pythagorean triples type question.
I think it is. Yeah, you could do this with system of equations, right? So if you did this minus this, the y's would cancel, x would cancel. And so you'd end up getting 42x is equal to 17 squared minus 10 squared plus 21 squared. But like, this kind of sucks. You don't have to do this.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, but you could do it. The SAT, again, this is the SAT. If you want to do really well on it, it's not really a test of how good you are at math. It's a test of like how many tricks do you know, which is also a fair assessment of, I guess, effort and intelligence, because you have to spend time doing a lot of these practice questions to get a feel for what all the tricks are that you need to know. Let's see, is this another one that has like some tricks with it? So they said, what's the length of CD? So they tell you this is 4, they tell you this is 9. Okay. The right angle is at C. Oh, so they tell you this is a right angle. Okay, so then this is a 13, right? Oh, this is actually kind of cute, right? So this is where, like, anytime I see 13, I know 5, 12, 13 is a nice Pythagorean triple. So, and this side can't be 5 because this side is 9. So this must be 12. This must be 5. Does that work for this though? 3, 9, 12? I don't think it does.
Emotional, damn it.
I was like, ooh, cool. 5, 12, 13. But then this would have to be.
I think it does.
Wait.
If it was.
How does 3, 9, 12 work though? 3, 9, 12 doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I'm tweaking.
Yeah. I wanted it to be a 5, 12, 13. I really did. Yeah, this unfortunately doesn't work.
Oh shit, not good.
We got close. That was my gut instinct. Oh, also they tell you answer choices. Okay, so kind of tells you right away. Similar triangles. Similar triangles gets you there. Okay, I'm trying to see the similar triangles though. Equity. Sorry, Fivbox. Okay, maybe I see it. Okay, you're gonna say that like long side to short side, so 9 over question mark is the same thing as this over this. Well, that doesn't really help me though, does it? 2 to 3. Where are you guys seeing the 2 to 3? What are the similar triangles? Can't you do 4 times 9 and then square root? ADC and CDB are similar. Okay. Was that the same with this? Could have I said that like this was similar to this?
I think you could also just do a quadratic by substituting with the Pythagorean theorem. Because if you say from the Pythagorean theorem that 13 squared is equal to AC squared plus B or CB squared.
Right. You're saying if I call
and
this
then you
X and I
say
call this
that-
Y.
Well, I'm saying right. So BC is also, or BC squared is also equal to our question mark squared plus 9 squared.
Yeah.
And then our AC is also equal to 4 squared plus our question
Mark squared. Yeah.
And then we would just have a quadratic just in terms of our question mark.
Yes.
If we substitute that back into the
I see what you're
Pythagorean
saying. Yeah. So you could say that like X squared. I'll show the similar triangles. You're right, the similar triangles is the smarter way to do it. This is like the brute force American bald eagle cheeseburger freedom way to do it. Yeah, so you could do the big triangle and say X squared plus Y squared is equal to 13 squared. And then you could also say that, 4 squared plus question mark squared is equal to X squared. Then you could also say that 9 squared plus question mark squared is equal to Y squared. So now these two things can be replaced. So you get 16 plus question mark squared plus 81 plus question mark squared is equal to 13 squared, right? So then 2 question mark squared is equal to 13 squared minus 81 minus 16. So what's that? 169 minus 81 minus 16. So that's 88 minus 16. 62. Is that right? 88. No, 72.
It should be 72.
72. Thank you. 72 is equal to 2 question mark squared. Cool. Question mark squared is equal to 36. Question mark equals 6. Yes, that's another way to do it. Yeah. You're right. The right angle thing was correct. So you can do this by angle, I guess, right? So this is a right angle, angle A, angle B. Or no, maybe I want angle, side angle. Yeah, now do it the easy way. Yeah, but let me show like why those triangles are similar though, right? So this has a 90 and angle B. How do I show this? Sorry, that this is similar to this, besides the fact that they're inscribed. Do I have to show they're similar to the big triangle? To this? Angle, yeah, I understand angle C is a right angle. Angle C is a right angle, and then you have angle A and angle B, right? Okay, so let angle A be alpha. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. You know I hate drawing alphas. And then let's call this like beta.
The first one was a good one.
The first question was a good one?
No, the first alpha.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
One was a correct alpha.
Oh, I got rid of it. Oh no, dude. Oh no, I gotta redraw it now. No. Fuck. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Right, okay, so this angle, because this is a triangle, which has 180 degrees, and because 90 is already taken care of, this must be 90 minus alpha. Okay. All right. And we're going to say that's similar to, let me use a different color. Let's say this triangle, which is also a 90 and 90 minus alpha. Cool. And then, yeah, this is another example. I see. This is actually cool how all these little right triangles form. This is another triangle that has a 90. Sorry, I can't. I should be able to draw this straight. Also has a 90 and also has a 90 minus alpha. Oh, that's super wicked. Yeah, okay. So yeah, here's what you can say. Right, so these are all similar triangles. Oh, sorry, not 90 minus alpha. Sorry, it is just alpha. Sorry, my bad. Right, sorry. Yeah, if this is 90 minus alpha here, and then this is 90, then this must be alpha. Correct, sorry. Okay. So, I'm going to say, like, alpha... Okay, so now it's just the ratio of the sides. Yeah. So, do you see equity? How this yellow triangle here is similar to this pink triangle? Because they have the same exact angles. So they're similar. They're not identical. They're similar, right? Yeah, okay. So that means the ratio of the sides will be the same. So I can say 9 over question mark. So that's the side opposite the alpha to the side opposite the 90 minus alpha. Well, that must be equal to the side opposite the alpha on the yellow triangle, which that one is question mark, to the side opposite the 90 minus alpha, which is 4. Yeah. So then from this, you get that 36 is equal to question mark squared. So question mark is equal to 6. That's really cool, actually. Doesn't the altitude bisect the angle? No. No, it doesn't. No. That's called the median. Is that called the median? Wait. Does the altitude bisect the angle? I don't think it does.
I don't know. I leave geometry to art majors. Yeah, Femvox is right. No, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. And we can see this, right? So if this is alpha and this is 90 minus alpha, the only way those are the same is if alpha is 45, which I guess in this exact case it works. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Alpha isn't 45. What am I talking about? We have no fucking clue what alpha is. No, if alpha was 45, then this side would be equal to this side. But it's not.
No, damn it!
Yeah, it's not, right? Do you see that, equity? You would need these. That means this would be an isosceles triangle. Okay, good. He says, why does 4 times 9 square root work for this, but it doesn't work for for 156, but when you do 156, where's the 156 coming from? Is that a separate question, Equity? Yeah, sorry, where's 15 times 6? I don't see any numbers with 15 and 6. Where's the 15 and 6? The side length on the bottom. Oh, you're talking about this one. Because here, let me pull this one in.
I think it's just a coincidence.
Okay. Well, no, you can look at them in terms of triangles, right? Okay, look. Okay, so I agree this is 90. I agree this is 90, right? So then, oh, you know where the issue is? The issue, Equity, is that this triangle doesn't have a 90. So, right, if I call this, like, alpha, like, sure, yeah, this is 90 minus alpha. Like, okay, cool. But that doesn't say fucking shit about this one, right? Unless I knew this one was 90, then I could call this alpha. And then I could call this 90 minus alpha. And then we would have similar triangles. The issue is I don't know that this is 90.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not
So
that
because
guy.
I don't know that it's 90, this triangle is not similar to this triangle. That's why. Yeah, oh, sorry. This is exactly what Fenbox said. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this cute little habit of this thing being 90 is what forces these two to be complementary to each other. Which is then what, because you have 90-degree angles here, then forces these to be like kind of like similar and stuff. Yeah, you're very welcome. Cool. Very good question though, Acri. I appreciate that. It's fun. It's good for you to also, you know, be like, wait, why does it work here? Why does it not work here? That's a great example of learning and curiosity and understanding. And yeah, keep doing that. We need more of that. We need more of like actually learning the math rather than just being like, oh, I'm just gonna memorize the fucking trick and like we're good. Yeah, you want to know like why the trick works. And sometimes the best way to figure out why a trick works is to figure out why it doesn't work for other things. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, that's some good questions today. Let's close out the stream. All right, thank you everyone for coming to Actual Education Office Hours today. Had a lot of fun working with you guys. Yeah, if you're studying for the SAT, or if you're taking summer classes like breasticles, or you're doing any other sort of things, now is the time to like kind of ask those questions. Because once the summer rolls around and I start teaching at UCLA, I'm gonna have to really tone down the office hours I do for just generic things. We will definitely have office hour streams, but they're going to be pretty heavily focused on the physics class I'm teaching. So if you want to learn physics with us, the summer's a great time for that. But if you have any math you want to get help with, like this week and next week is kind of the last time to do that before the next school year starts up in like August. So yeah, we love physics. Yeah, and honestly, the physics is really fun. You guys will enjoy office hours with me doing physics because I'm really passionate about physics. It's what my PhD's in, and I enjoy teaching it. And so the cool thing about me teaching it at UCLA over the summer is we end up getting like 120 students who like will religiously show up to office hours because they really need the help because they're trying to do well in the class. And they also know that I tend to put exam questions from what I do during office hours. How I incentivize them to get help. So yeah, so we'll be doing still some regular office hours this week at least. Coming into next week after, I'm gonna have to start switching gears to physics, but it'll be fun. You guys will enjoy it. Anyways, so yeah, if you just found us today, make sure to go to the website actualofficehours.com. There you can see the streaming calendar with all the wonderful, awesome streams that are happening this week. We got Eric's doing stuff, Penn Center's doing stuff. We have a chess tournament on Friday. Zach's doing his 16 game on Friday earlier, and then Justin is doing some other cool stuff as well. So we got a whole full schedule of fun activities for you guys. Make sure to go join our Discord. We have got a fun community of students, and we give out prizes and do lots of fun stuff as well there. So go check it out. We're going to go say hi to someone. Who do I want to go say hi to? History of JPL. That seems kind of fun. I've met like a lot of new friends over the years. CD Square. Yeah. Oh, who do I want to say hi to? So many people. Let's go say hi to Nerduino. JPL is cool. Nerduino is also a former NASA guy. So if you want to ask any questions about NASA, please go check him out. He's great. Yeah, great to have you guys back as well. Yeah. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We will see you on Thursday for our next stream. And then we'll see you on Friday for trivia games and chess. So enjoy, and we'll catch you around. Peace.